Hi guys! So happy 2020, happy new year. We are starting off the new year with some snotty noses. Oh, I just wiped it, it's not that bad anymore. Yeah. How are you, Olive?
Good.
Good. Yeah, she's good so far. Leia's in bed. Hubs went back to work. It is currently Thursday. We've only got 2 days and then it's a 3-day weekend, so thank goodness. Hubs had like a week and a half off, which was awesome. Oh, he's gonna give kisses. Aww. Love bug. Sorry, we're a bit crooked there. Let's make it straight. It's not that it doesn't want to be straight. So, Darian had a really rough night yesterday. It was actually such a terrible cough. It was like nonstop, literally all night. But now he's so much better today. So I'm hoping that the day goes well. I'm hoping he has a good nap because the night was pretty miserable. But he did sleep in because he was able to sleep better in the morning than at night. So what did we have for breakfast today, guys? We're going to talk a little bit about food. What was for breakfast, Olive?
Porridge for Darian.
Yeah.
And for us, a chocolate smoothie.
Mm-hmm.
And I had chocolate Boston.
You had chocolate balls? Yeah. So that was our breakfast. I had my protein chocolate smoothie with the Women's Best protein, and then I've been taking a daily greens because I just can't find spinach as much as I'd like to at my supermarket, and it just helps keep me regular, and it's just good for me. And ever since I started taking it, I started noticing my skin's been improving as well. So if you guys want to taste test, because I know those green powders can be so gross, I can do it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, by the way. I'll put it over there. So yeah, that was a bit of a long-winded intro. That's what's going on. Christmas tree is still with us. We'll probably be gone around Sunday-ish, I'm thinking. So, yeah, I think that's all we wanted to say for this morning. You think we got it all out? Do you think we got everything we wanted to say?
No.
No? Do you want to say something?
That we got the Barbie house from Santa.
Yeah.
The biggest one.
A really big one. All right, little Mr. Mian. He's doing this funny thing today where he goes. Look who just came down at 11 o'clock. Leia, you need sockies. Should I get you some sockies? Okay, go sit on couch. How are you feeling? Okay. Oh yeah, look, we got our family pictures up. We're thinking about spacing them a bit further apart, but here's what they look like. It actually makes me appreciate the wall color a little more, just because, I don't know, it just looks a little bit brighter now.
What is your favorite?
My favorite picture? Oh man, that's a hard one. I like them all.
I like
Give them a
this
close
one
up.
best.
London family picture.
And I like this
It's
one.
basically all UK and Wales holiday apart from one. This one was actually in Tuscany. But pretty much all from England and Wales. Can you tell that that was an important part of 2019 for us? Oh, the crazy ladybug head. And she lost a tooth. Do you want to tell us what happened, how you lost that tooth?
I was bumping me on the couch.
Yeah, you bumped on the couch really bad, huh? It was really actually, it was pretty bad actually. Like so much blood was coming out. It got on the new rug also. But we were more worried about Leia than we were the rug, weren't we? But it was traumatic. She's got now 3 other loose teeth. But yeah, how was everyone's Christmas? It's so funny actually. Just Sunday, I was like saying to Hubs, like we were talking, I was like, this has been a really good year sick-wise. Like last year we were sick so much, especially me. I think it's because I was literally getting no sleep. But I haven't really gotten sick properly at all. You want to talk? This one always wants to come pop into the camera. Do you want to say something?
No.
No? Are you sure? No. You just want to be there? You just want to look at yourself? Yeah, so it was literally Monday, Darian got like a terrible, terrible cough. And I was just like, I totally just jinxed it. Happens every time. So here's the kids' lunches. This is Darian's here. It was really hard to cut these. So these are like little chickpea quesadillas. There's lots of protein in these guys. Some broccoli, pretty softly steamed, especially so Darian can eat it. Here comes Darian. Everybody happy? We also have some apple juice over the holidays. We got some juice, so we're just finishing it up. We usually do water. Okay, so little Mr. Man is all ready for a nap. I just decided to put some more pajamas on him because yeah, I didn't really see the point in dressing him because probably by the time he gets up from his nap, it's going to be nearly dark anyway. So, yeah, and you're still not feeling that great. Like, I think honestly, normally he'd have like another hour in him, but I think I'm going to put him down. Oh, no. Just a little look at what like the aftermath is with 3 children at lunch. So, it's not that bad on the table. We do obviously have to clean those. Darian, not too bad, could be worse. Here's the kitchen, the tripod. That's what it looks like on a filming day. I'm so excited, and Darian basically picked his apart. The girls ate everything. Darian's not feeling too good, so this is actually mine. I put way too much filling in, so I think I'm gonna... Darian actually ended up eating more from just here, like just the filling, so yeah, here we go. I'm so excited. Shoot, about to run out of battery. Alright guys, I was about to run out of battery, so I just decided to do the cardio. I was actually going to like film it and then time lapse it. I don't really see how that benefits people because you can't follow it, but I see other people do it, so I was going to do it too, but maybe next time. I really wanted to film my update on my hip thrust though, because the last time I updated, I think on YouTube about my hip thrust, I was like at 60 kilos. I'm at 80 now, so I really wanted to show you guys at least one repetition before my phone dies, or not my phone, my camera. But yeah, I just wanted to film that. I thought that would be more exciting to film anyways than me just bouncing around at like fast pace. So maybe next time you guys will see me bouncing around like a happy little rabbit doing my cardio, but for now we're gonna show you something a little more serious. I was actually doing so good on the lack of sleep, but now it's really catching up on me. It's almost 5:30. I had planned to do like macaroni cheese tonight with my potato cheese sauce, but like look at this pile of dishes that lunch and breakfast made. We're doing frozen pizza. It's the pasta I made yesterday. It's actually such a good sauce with basil and cashew cream, tomato sauce, mushrooms, cannellini beans, and it was really good. Actually, it's more than I thought. So we're gonna be having a giant Italian feast. I didn't snack. Yeah, I know, I have to clean the oven. Happy Friday. So I wanted to, before I ended this vlog, I wanted to quickly go over some, like, I guess you can just call them New Year's resolutions, because I was trying to say I don't make resolutions, but then I kind of wrote everything out that I want to do, and it is a little bit like resolutions, but nothing too far out there. It's just basically things that I did accomplish in 2019 that I would like to pursue into 2020. However, there is a couple of new things, including some like sort of scarier things that I'd like to do this year that I decided to put in my diary. So every year, apart from last year, okay, apart from the past 2 years, so since Darian was born, I would make like a word of the year. I started doing this back in like 2016, 2017. Basically, making a word of the year is like just picking a word that you think is going to, I guess, motivate you the most, or something that you want to see happen into the year, or what it is you want to do more. So in 2017, I had a really good one, which was create. And I did end up kind of creating sort of a completely whole other life for myself. That's when we moved here. So this year, I chose the word align because I just feel like kind of a mess, to be honest, right now. I just feel like everything is a little bit all over the place. I tend to be a very all over the place personality type anyway, so I thought it would be good to align myself a little bit. And it's been a little bit more chaotic since Darian's here, and I think part of the reason for that is I have let go of so much of my spiritual practice. And I had such a routine down before he came, and all sense of routine kind of went out the window, especially since Darian, I think I've said this in like his updates, he's actually changing a little bit now, but as a baby, he was just the anti-routine baby. It was just impossible to get him on a routine. So routine is something I definitely want to work on. Align can also seem like a little bit like I want to control things, because the definition of align is to sort of put things together and try to find like a straight line of how to get to it. I'm trying not to approach it in that way. I just really want to trust the unfoldment process of my aligning of my life and try not to make it as super duper strict as the word align may seem. So I definitely want to focus on bringing my spirituality back into alignment. I want to come up with more of like a routine and make it more of a priority, because I really feel like I have lost my own sense of intuition a little bit, just because I do find motivation and inspiration from a lot of people that I'm following on social media, and I definitely want to cut the amount of time I spend on social media. And I feel like in 2019 I did a really good job of sort of cutting out people that were not motivating me and were just like kind of wasting my time. I decided to make like my Instagram and my YouTube pretty much only people that absolutely inspire me. Nobody that I found, like if there was something about somebody that I just didn't resonate with them that much anymore, I just stopped following them pretty much. And my social media has now become like such an awesome place to hang out, because only people that I like are there. So I just spend way too much time on it, and I feel like I just really need to get back in touch with what I want and what I think is the best route to take to reach my goals. Also, what I plan to align is just my work, and I would really like to get a clearer picture, hopefully soon here, of what I want to be doing. So what I want to try to do this year is just spend more time, like more behind the scenes stuff, just like learning how to edit better. It's something I want to do anyway. I actually wanted to learn how to like use Photoshop and stuff like that, not for any weird reasons. It sounds like Photoshop is just like this bad thing, but actually it can be a really beautiful thing to use like for photography and stuff like that, because I do get really inspired by beautiful images and photography. So I really want to just try and like sort of up my game, maybe take a few courses, talk to Hubs a little bit about editing, which by the way, I guess I could formally announce that he has been wanting to open his own YouTube account, but he's going to start making more like of a presence on Danielle Baby Bliss, which is awesome. So look forward to seeing him more. Also, though my social media has become a really beautiful place to hang out, I also would like to learn more from reading. I have so many books which I bought from the UK, which I just have hardly gone through, any of them. I think I've read like one or two, like 1.5 of the books I got since August, because I just spend so much time getting inspiration from my computer or from the internet. So I really just like to read more, that's for sure. Before we finish with the spiritual stuff, I really, really, really want to see a medium this year, and I might actually go see one really soon. So I really want to see somebody who is just extremely intuitive, and I don't really necessarily want a card reading. What I would like is just for her to kind of maybe have like an open communication with my spirit guides, because I've been a little bit more disconnected than I'd like to be. So I think it would be interesting to see what they have to say. You know what I mean? Like, I'd love if somebody who's just more skilled with me in the spiritual realm could help me hear them louder, if that makes sense. So I'd really like to see one, and I might be seeing one soon, and then I'm going to probably film it. I probably won't film both of us, like our faces, but I will like put the camera down somewhere and record it, because I think as long as it's not too personal, I will share. On to more physical things that I wish to align. So I'm really, really proud with where 2019 took me in terms of my fitness goals, and I've transformed so much, both on like the physical realm and like emotionally through it. I feel like I've learned so much through this sort of new hobby I have. Now, I'm a pretty well-rounded person when it comes to my fitness. I like all kinds of ways, but lifting has really taught me so much. Like, I just love focusing on not necessarily just constantly reaching goals, because that can feel a little bit like you're never enjoying what you actually have, but just this idea on focusing on the gains that you have made versus the losses. So I come from like kind of a disordered eating past, especially when I was a teenager, and then I've been overweight a lot of my life, so all I've ever really focused on is being less than this, you know, always trying to lose weight. Like, it's just not a very healthy mentality. I have actually been losing weight on this journey, but it hasn't really been something that I can very strictly document like with a scale. So I've mainly been focusing on what I'm seeing in terms of my transformation, like seeing my muscles get bigger. It's absolutely like such a fascinating process to see like what our bodies are capable of, and how we can like shut our minds up and just like reach so many extremely challenging heights. I've just learned so much through starting, I wouldn't call it bodybuilding. I guess I could, but I'm not like serious bodybuilder, but I've just definitely taken a different attitude and approach to my fitness this past year, and I've gotten so far, and I've gotten so strong, and I feel like my body's looking pretty good. Like, I'm actually feeling really, really good about the way it looks, because everything's just so strong and so toned. What I'd like to improve on is, I think especially since Darian will probably be starting a play group here soon, probably in the next couple months. I was hoping January, but I don't know for sure. I really just want to come up with more of like a regime for my fitness goals. I definitely want to work more on my arms, my glutes, and my legs. My glutes are not as like fast building as my legs can be. Sorry, I'm burping. I really want to work on like upper body, because I feel like my lower body tends to get a lot going on quite easily. So I definitely want to focus more on upper body, and I just want to have more of a strict regime that I stick to, because it can be difficult, because I'm looking after Darian obviously all day, and I can only make it to the gym like 2 to 3 times a week. So I'd like to go to the gym a heck of a lot more, and just have more of a very strict idea of what I want to do, but still have enough wiggle room to play around. Another thing I want to do, because one trap that I did fall into in 2019 with this fitness journey was especially in the beginning, didn't really trust the unfoldment process of my body's transformation. I would see other people's transformations and be like, oh, theirs is so much more significant than mine. I think I just want to like really just focus on myself. And like I said, I'm only following people now who I feel like are offering really great tips, and you can see that they're really putting in the emotional, spiritual, and physical work to obtain their goals. And yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to say that. I guess I could talk about that in a whole other video, because this would be really long, but I did struggle with some things about this particular fitness journey this year, especially at the beginning, because it was just so new, and I did expect such a fast, I mean, I'm kind of like that anyway. I can be very like impatient, so I was just like, when am I going to be seeing these gains? You know what I mean? So yeah. That was one thing I struggled with and still do sometimes, but not as much as I did in the beginning. So I just want to keep just like focusing on my own personal growth and trust the unfoldment process of mine and not overanalyze. All right, so now on to some of the scarier things that I'm hoping to accomplish at least one of these. One is to learn to drive. Now, I wasn't always scared to learn how to drive, but like the older I get, the scarier it gets, because I just feel like you just become a little bit more fear prone, especially as a mother, because you're just worried about something bad happening like all the time. It's really, really sad truth, especially to your kids, and then you have the responsibility of like taking care of your cute little passengers. So I want to learn how to drive. I feel like this is going to benefit me a lot. I feel like especially in the winter time. I don't know, Hub says that he doesn't recommend learning to drive in the winter, so I might wait till spring, but I do want to learn how to drive. So I don't know if it's going to get done, but that's the scariest one on my list. Number 2, see the orthodontist. I know this sounds so funny, but it really, really scares the crap out of me seeing the dentist. So going to the orthodontist is like a whole other story. And so many people ask like why I don't have braces. Why don't I consider getting braces? Honestly, there's a lot of reasons. Like it's not as easy as it just sounds like, yeah, go get braces. It's not even just the fact that it costs like a heck of a lot of money to do. In my situation, I keep hearing from dentists. Now I haven't actually seen an orthodontist yet because I'm so afraid of I'm afraid they're going to tell me the thing that the dentist keeps telling me, which scares the crap out of me. And that is that they may need to pull out some more molars, which is, I've had my wisdom teeth taken out. That was a traumatic experience. And yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. And then I don't really know. Like they may need to take out 2 molars on like each side because my face is on the narrower side. And honestly, if they tell me that they're going to pull out a bunch of teeth, I'm just going to say I'm going to stay crooked forever, honestly. But if you know, things line up just right and they tell me I can get Invisalign and that I don't have to take out any teeth, I could definitely see myself getting braces this year. I wouldn't really like metal braces. I'm 30 years old. I already have the postman coming to my door asking if my mother's home. So I imagine with braces, that situation would be even worse. So sorry, I was just seeing if somebody's staring at me. They're not. This looks like a face in that window. That's really creepy. So, you know, there's a lot of factors that are going to come into play if I'm going to get braces or not this year. I think if I can get Invisalign, if things align and I can get Invisalign, then I will do it. But if not, I probably won't. The last one is to vlog more in German. So I just really want to improve on my German skills a little bit. A lot of you guys have been wanting to hear me speak German. So yeah, I will probably, you know, the internet can be a very, very honest place, so that's pretty much why I haven't. But I have friends and family who can hold me accountable for speaking fair German. Actually, my friend Courtney, who you guys have seen in California vlog, she came here from California. She had a really bad eye problem, and I pretty much had to translate like her whole eye appointment, and I managed to do so from start to finish. So that's when she came to visit me. So, and then the last things I wanted to talk about is like my travel bucket list. So the only thing we have like officially planned is that we will be going to the UK again long term, and something else that's kind of big and scary that I'd like to do this year is a YouTube meetup, and it will be in the UK, and Hubs is down for it. We have a feeling it's going to be Brighton, but that's like 7 months from now, so I will keep you guys posted on that. And this is getting so long, I have no idea how long this video is going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope that it wasn't too long and rambly. I hope you got some inspiration from it. I hope that it didn't seem like I was being overly ambitious, because sometimes I feel like when I watch people who just blabber on about all these goals and then don't own up to it, it's kind of depressing, because it's like, how, if she can't do it, how am I going to be able to do it kind of thing. So yeah, I hope that made sense. I'm not really sure if it did. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go. I've got to go edit this vlog, which is going to take a while, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!